Well, everyone knows a person who has diabetes, type 1 or type 2. Almost 10% of all Mexicans have diabetes, even type 1 or type 2. Now, what is discrimination? Discrimination is looking the things that is wrong with another people and channeling and telling them for bad influence. Why is there racism into diabetic people? First, we need to know what is diabetes, what are the types, and what are the reasons why they exist. There are two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. The type 1 exists because of an immunologic system destroys all cells that produce insulin in your body. So you don't produce any insulin in your body. Type 2 is the constant use of insulin by eating a lot of processed foods and sugars can make your insulin go bad, not produce enough for the quantity you are eating, or you can develop a resistance to this type of hormone that is the insulin. Now, I have lived with my mom. She has diabetes type 1 since she was 5 years old. She's 49 now. She has been living with this situation 45 years. And I understand what is living with a person with diabetes. I am prepared whenever a person with diabetes has a problem. And I have seen a lot of issues where people do not understand diabetes and they think if there's something wrong with the person. Yes, there's something wrong, but that doesn't mean they cannot live a normal life. I guess you have seen all these announcements like, oh, the polar bear that eats all the Coca-Cola, he's super skinny or super fat because he has diabetes for all the sugar he's eating. Well, that's wrong in too many ways. But in the first way is that, yeah, people with diabetes can go fat, can go skinny if they don't treat themselves. But this is a small quantity of people that has diabetes that do not treat themselves correctly. My mom, she has diabetes for 45 years, I have told you. And she looks normal as a person can. She treats herself for good diet, she does exercise, and all of the stuff a normal person can do. She has to have her insulin pump, yes. Insulin pump all the time. She needs to check her glucose levels all the time. Yeah, but she lives a normal life like everyone. So do not tell people, I'm sorry because you have diabetes. No, tell them, that's great, you're living another style of life. So be conscious about what is diabetic person. Maybe the person is mad about his life because he has diabetes. Maybe he's happy about he has diabetes and he can challenge himself to live a different way. Not all people treat themselves equally. There are people that treat themselves badly and they can be totally different from the people that treat themselves correctly. I have seen people, diabetic people, who do not treat themselves to a correct diet, that do not take care of themselves, and they are pretty rough. They look like they had 60 years old and they are 40, they're 50 years old. So when you see a diabetic people, do not tell them, I'm so sorry for your situation, I'm so sorry because you have this, it must be so hard. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's different. Yes, it's not as easy as living a normal life like you and I have. But if you don't treat yourself as a normal person, like having a good diet, not eating so much sugars, processed food, you can do have diabetes. And you can do have to live this way that is different. It's hard, yes, but it's a way of living. It's a chronic illness that you need to have conscience of and be prepared if any moment you have this chronic illness. Thank you.